Good evening and welcome to the Social Newsroom on this year of our Lord. My name is Mark Masai. Bwana, I am honored to have our guest this evening, none other than himself, the man, Gabriel Oguda. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be there no matter what. And he said he will be here no matter what. You have said it yourself as well online, and already people are chatting and telling us they have been waiting. The clouds are gathering. If I look outside here where we are, as you can see, Gabriel Oguda, the clouds are gathering and the rains are about to hit. Because today, the Son of Man, he is going to speak his truth. For the first time, by the way, he's speaking to the Social Newsroom for the first time in his first exclusive interview on any media platform. He is a walking media house, so to speak, based on his pronouncements on his social media platforms. You've seen him on X, you've seen him what he has been tweeting in the last few weeks, actually months, and even going into years. Because this man, he is, some might even call him the voice of the voiceless, even the opposition, since a lot has been, it's been quite quiet from the opposition quarters, so to speak, in politics. But let's hear from the man himself and see what he is saying. Gabriel Oguda, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Bwana, thank you.
Asante.
You are here. I actually thought it wouldn't happen when I reached out to you last week, and you were gracious to say, Bwana Mark, we work together. I will be there. And I appreciate you coming to this episode of the Social Newsroom. People have been waiting and are waiting. Watu wanasema, waiting to hear and see the great Gabriel Oguda. We must be sure of Medusa. Bwana, who is Medusa? As you start with the introduction. Salimia wafuasi.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mark, for inviting me.
Sure thing.
You know, I used to watch you on TV and I couldn't believe that, when you watch television, there's a way people look on TV. By the way, when I met you for the first time, I couldn't believe I finally met you. Because for some of us, but you people were like the people we looked up to give us news. You are voices of authority. And so I respect people who play those roles.
And can I tell you something? And I appreciate that. Do you realize that's the role you play right now for millions, if I could say so? Thousands on a daily and collectively millions online on your platform. You are a voice for the voiceless. He does column on The Nation every Thursday. Saturday, yes. And on a daily though, kuna wafuasi wako ambao wanakungoja tu. What Gabriel's gospel according to Gabriel Oguda is what they will follow. And if you realize that, that's the same impression that I had when I met you, and I appreciate the work that you do, because not many people are able or have the guts and the courage to speak, especially to power. Wacha kuambia watu wengine vile wanasema, we thank God for the rains. Medusa the cat, we will be there no matter what, Kazuba Robert says. Cyrus Mulinge, the clouds are gathering. Ebu ngozi, ujaniambia Medusa. Medusa the
cat. Medusa is my grandmother's cat. Okay, so people ask me if Medusa is real. So you see, when I was growing up, you will give people names. Things you hold dear, like your pets or anything you hold dear, names, so that you will see those things in them. So Medusa is Doluo for engineer. By the way, all engineers, if you have a friend who's an engineer, call them Medusa. Medusa is Doluo for engineer. So why did we name our grandmother's cat Medusa? Because my grandmother used to, these crochet things. You know the way unashona sweater na ile uzia unamenua kwa duka. So this cat, so there's a way crochet kuna ball of wool here, ball of wool here. So every time my grandmother would crochet na go deep into, because you crochet and you are in discussion with your people, the cat will come sitting here and play na hizo balls of wool. So in that process, the cat untangle. You get? So before my grandmother realizes, the ball of wool, because it needs to be seamless. Unafanya na inaikuja tu peke yake, like an engine room. So Medusa used to interfere with these things. So then my grandmother one day just why are you doing this? Are you an engineer? You get? Like, because an engineer is the person who will come and work up the engines, the cogs. You know, this one is not running smoothly. Let me do it again. So in that process, that word stuck.
Yes. And what about someone give that man my malaria vaccine? What's that about?
Yeah. So you know, I grew up in, so my background, I grew up, I was born in Seme. Seme constituency is in Kisumu County.
Yes.
So Kisumu County is a malaria endemic zone. So you know in our country, there are places where when you go, the doctor has to prescribe for you drugs.
Right.
Ukienda Kisumu, wanakwambia, don't forget to pack your antimalarials.
Yes.
Because you might be attacked by malaria anytime. It's a malaria endemic zone. So there's a time when the World Health Organization came up with a silver bullet. They were doing research on whether they can have a malaria vaccine for the first time.
Yes.
That you know the vaccine, once you're given one shot, but now malaria itakushika all your life.
Yes.
So give somebody my malaria vaccine just means that we don't want that person to die.
Yes.
That person is a treasure. So because malaria, I'd rather malaria kills me.
Yes.
Lakini we jamaa, malaria simuue. Right? So yeah, upatie vaccine yangu. Mimi naweza ngoja yangu ikuje.
Yeah.
You get?
I mean, the things that you tweet on X, on Facebook, on your social media platforms, they are hard-hitting yet with a lot of humor and wit.
Yeah.
And it's infotainment, as they would say.
Correct.
So you've mentioned, I mean, even these are some of the tweets that we have here.
Yeah.
And this one particular, if you could just pause there.
Yeah.
This is to the president.
Correct.
The person telling doctors to live within their means spent 3 billion shillings on domestic travel within the 3 months of assuming office. Hii Kenya ina upungufu wa wajinga, my friend. Yani, basically, you're telling the president.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto is on record to have told people that in Kenya ina upungufu ya majinga, my friend. That's actually him. He once said that you can't fool us.
Yes.
This Kenya has no fools. You know, if you're looking for fools, it's not in this country. This is Bana, we are enlightened. We know things.
Yes.
So just reminding him, in the same vein, we are not fools.
Yes.
Because he told us. And I believe, I agree with him. There are no fools in this country.
Right.
So you can't be on one side of your mouth, you say one thing. On the other side of your mouth, you say a different thing.
Kuna ingine hapo, and I just want to refer to it. Una jump, unaruka. Iko na picture ya Ishongwa. Endelea, tafuta.
Chini.
Hiyo hapo.
Yeah.
Hii ni, I think ilikuwa leo.
Yes, this was today.
At 1:33 p.m. Una jump, unaruka. Una shida zinashuka.
Yeah. That's a song by P Unit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Song, I know. It's one of the favorite songs by P Unit. And here you're looking at what the government had said back in the day and what it is saying right now.
Yeah.
And back in the day, it had said we have stabilized and are now ready for takeoff, economy. And then in the recent comment here, and this is in the context of the health crisis,
correct.
and you're saying we're not doing good economically, please go back to work. This is Kimani Ichung'wah to the doctors. Basically, ukiandika hivi, unajua there's a language you've spoken to thousands and even millions. Hapo unaambia serikali nini?
So, P Unit once released a song, Gabu, Frasha.
Yes.
Now who's the other guy? The Gabu, Frasha, and somebody.
Yes.
I remember Gabu.
Bonai.
Bonai. Bogi Benda.
Yes.
You know, I like him, man. So this song, Una Jump, Unaruka, ikuna lyrics. Yani, you know me, when I listen to a song, I don't go to the chorus. I go to the deeper meaning. Why was this song composed? Because the reason why songs are composed, there are songs that is because just feel happy-go-lucky songs,
right.
You know. But this song is about somebody who thinks they are running from a problem only to get into a deeper problem, right? And so I was reminding, there are always these people who, because, you know, these guys are politicians.
Yes.
You know, and the tragedy with our politics is, during campaigns, people say things.
Yeah.
And some of the time, they don't mean them. They're only people who know they don't mean those things.
Right.
The people they're telling don't know they don't mean those things.
Right.
And so, you can't say one thing, and by the basis of that thing we give you, we elect you into office, then later you start saying other things because now you've got what you wanted, right? And so I always believe, you know, for people to relate with my content, I have to bring it down to their level.
Yes.
Because if you follow P Unit, you must have heard of this song.
Yes.
So you actually, when it comes on air, you actually can sing for the lyrics. So when I sing for you, I don't need to tell you. You umejijazia tu.
So before we delve deeper into what you are speaking to the government through your social media platforms and the role that you're playing right now, the critical role that you're playing right now, I want us to, because this is what thousands know. This is who thousands know. Gabriel Oguda. They've met you on X, social media. But there's a side to you that people don't really know. And I'd just like us to refer to some of the pictures that you shared earlier from back in the day. Ulisema ulilelewa Seme.
No, so...
and we have some, yes, this particular picture. who is in the picture?
So, that's my mother. And then that's my mother. That's my brother Jairus, the one doing the... People actually think the guy doing the salute is me. It's not me. My brother Jairus, he's a teacher at a school in Yimbo, somewhere in Seya County.
Yes.
The guy in the blue corduroy is me. You know, I was born happy. You know, I have no problem with anyone. I'm a humble African. That's my elder sister Dorothy.
Yes.
The one in a checked Maasai dress.
Yes.
Then that's Flo. Flo is the one who follows me. So to put into context,
the little one.
The little one is Zach. That's Zach Oguda. That's actually Zach. This picture, because Zach is still young, this picture Zach was born in 1991.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think 1991 around that. Zach was born in 1991.
This
I think
is 6 from mom. Lakini muko wengine.
No. So because Jairus is not my mother's nini, but is my father's. Right. My father's 3 wives.
Yes.
So I was born in Seme at a village called Jimo. Jimo is in West Seme Ward Seme constituency. Seme has 4 wards. So my father had 3 wives, or has 3 wives, because all my mothers are still alive.
Yes.
And 21 children.
Wow.
21 children, yeah. So my father then akamaliza shule. My father went to Kisumu Boys High School. He tells me his stories about Kisumu. Boss. Yeah. So what was Kisumu Boys, bana? Yeah. My father went to Kisumu Boys. They call it Omena. You know, whenever you find Omena, they say, leo napika Kisumu Boys.
Yes.
Yeah, but then my father got a job at, you know, Kitambo, when he went to school, Mark, getting a job was very easy.
Oh.
Yeah, getting a job was very easy because my father...
As long as you had...
your papers. My father was a trained... he was a trained revenue officer for then Customs and Excise Department.
KRA, ya leo.
He used to be KRA. You know, he KRA imekuja tu majuzi.
Yes.
But what were Customs? My father used to be called Mtu wa Customs. Actually, if you come to my home, there's a photo of my father in his office wear.
Yes.
He's very famous. In fact, he's very imposing. He's very intimidating, by the way. If you come to his door, bana, anakuambia, hii mlango si yako hii. You're now entering holy ground. Remove your shoes.
So, I think there's more photos as you keep
there's more photos. So I'm still saying about this photo. So because according to all traditional African customs, if my father has to move from the village to go and take up his job in town, he has to go with one of his wives, because he can't live with all the wives in one house. So he chose my mother, because my mother was the last one. My mother is the 3rd wife.
All right.
So he chose my mother. So by virtue of us having born in the 3rd house, we got the privilege to go and live with my father in town.
Yes.
So most of my life, I grew up in the Mimoroni Sugar Belt at a place called Miwani.
Yes.
So this is our house in BQ Estate. Mm-hmm. BQ Estate, Miwani, house number 42.
Right.
Yeah, that's our house. So Jairus is my, by the way, my mother, who's my father's 3rd wife, and my first mother's sisters.
Right.
Sisters. So that's Miwani Estate Primary School.
Yes.
So you can see these are 8 children. Each child representing the first position 1 in each class. We were taking a photo. We were given gifts. So this was a normal routine for me.
Yes.
Because I was boss. I'm not bragging, but I used to be number 1 in class. You know, these days we tell our kids that I used to be number 1 in class.
Yes.
Now me, I used to be number 1. I used to be number 1 in class. That's me in class 8. Something stung my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I was very small, Bana. So that's our head teacher, Joseph Ogwethe. I mean, I thank him a lot. He's from Kano. He's still alive. That is Madame Dorino Ruko, our deputy head teacher then. That's the PTA chair, Baba Mike. He was our neighbor, by the way, in Miwani. So I remember all those faces.
Yes. So nyinyi ni number 1.
Sisi ni number 1.
Yes.
Kila mtu hapo. Number 1 class 1, number 1 class 2, number 1 class 3, number 1 class 4, mpaka number 1 class 8.
Life was good.
Boss. Life was good, boss. You know,
as dad was working.
Well, dad was working bana. You know, us tulikuwa tunadandia gari ya mbuyu bana. Wakikuja kuchukuliwa kwa mlango.
Yes.
Tunaenda. Our school was along the route to the factory.
Right. This is Miwani.
That's Miwani Estate Primary School, yeah.
School?
That's Miwani Estate Primary School. Like, boss, Miwani Estate Primary School was established by Asians.
Okay.
You know wale Wahindi wenye walikuja kujenga railway, the Mombasa na Kisumu railway.
Yes, yes.
Now, every stop Wahindi used to settle. Those Indian coolies,
yes.
If you read the history of pre-independence Kenya, the British government, because we were a colony,
yes,
walikuwa na import labor. They needed people who can build railways because they had colonized India before.
Right.
So Indians walikuwa wanajua English, so they could relate to them. So waka import labor. So Wahindi ndio walijenga reli. So every stage Wahindi walikuwa wanajenga reli, wanakaa, wanaacha familia. Right. Right. So Kisumu is actually a very Asian town if you've been to Kisumu.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Miwani is like you know when you're coming from Nairobi to Kisumu. Kuna ile njia ya Kericho Londiani hapo. There's a junction unazapitia ukienda Muhoroni. There's a stretch that goes to Miwani. Kwa Miwa tu. So Muhoroni Sugar Belt has like 4 sugar companies. Muhoroni Sugar Company.
Ndio hii hapa.
Chemelil Sugar Company. Miwani Sugar Company.
Where dad was.
Yeah, where dad was. But dad was working at Miwani. That's our boiler section, bana. That's the refinery. Saizi iko dead. I'm very passionate about Miwani because Miwani gave me everything I knew.
So life was good then.
Very good.
Then what happened?
Then you know, because everything is good, bana. My mother, you know, tuko sawa, you know. And then one day, my father woke up na had a public service announcement. Akasema that he didn't use these words then, but alisema kazi imeisha, na because kazi imeisha turudi nyumbani ushago. So, but what I later discovered was the government was doing restructuring, right about what the IMF and the World Bank are doing with the Kenyan government right now. Yes. So it used to be called, that's during the Moi government, it used to be called the structural adjustment programs, right, where the wage bill was so high for serikali, so munaambiwa lay off staff, you know, you are getting expert financial advice on how you can keep your wage bill. Yes. So my father one day was told, you are one of the people who's due for that slashing.
So you got a golden handshake.
So akapewa what we call a golden handshake. In fact, I remember alipewa mpaka ox plow. Unajua ile nini ya kulima shamba? Ile nini ya ng'ombe.
Yes.
Hiyo ox plow na yoke. Yeah, my father was given for Miwani when he was leaving. Na pesa, I don't know how much money he was given, he didn't tell us, but na ox plow ndio wakupatie like a retirement package. Yes. Because unaenda nyumbani usisahau kwenda kununua ng'ombe na uanze kulima at least as something you can do in your retirement. Because he was still young. Right. But your life has been cut short, your employer. Like so after that, my father gave my mother 2 options. Because don't forget we have 2 families back in the village. My 2 mothers and their children, because their children were way older than us, because we are the younger family. Yes. So my father gives my mother 2 options. Either turudi nyumbani sisi wote, because mimi siwezi kutafuta kazi pale pengine. Mimi nimepewa pesa ya kuretire, mimi naenda nyumbani. Ama wewe ubaki hapa na watoto wako, mimi narudi nyumbani kwa bibi zangu wawili. So you see, my mother was typically a housewife. Yes. My mother bana never went to hakuwa na career. She was married when she was, I think, because she gave birth to me when she was 20, so she gave birth to our firstborn when she was 17. Yes. So she had no career. Yes. Right? That's me and an Eminem t-shirt. That's my shemeji. Yes. This is a house in Kibera slums, 2004. By the way, you can see.
Wacha tutarudi Kibera.
We'll get back there. Yeah.
Yako na mom.
Yeah.
Hebu tuonyeshane na mom.
There's a photo of me and
white suit.
Yeah, there's a photo of me and my mother.
Yes, just down there. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, that's one.
On your wedding day.
Yeah, that's on my wedding day.
So mom akasema.
So mom said that mimi nimeangalia watoto wangu, they're still very young kids. Yeah. Because at that time I think nilikuwa class 4. And my elder sister Dorothy was the one you saw hapo there, alikuwa class 6 because nilikuwa class 4. Yeah. So my mother said, nikirudi nyumbani na sina kitu ya kufanya nyumbani. what will my kids be? Because now it means we are going back home into penury.
Yes.
Right? So my mother decided to stay. But where do you stay? Because immediately my father was given a golden handshake. They sent watu askari wa company wakuja watu evict. Sisi hata tukupatia time ati mnapanga vitu ati mtransport na lori. Yeah. Kuna kuwa na notice bana. But I'm telling you, the company had, because we were given a company house, babangu, because he was working in the company on behalf of government. Yeah. The day that hiyo kazi iliisha, askaris watawadoa bana. So, me, I've seen people getting evicted. We were evicted from our house in BQ Estate. Yes. Rubble, hapo mbele ya nyumba. Yes. Like umerushiwa vitu nje. Nyinyi jipange.